the science of light on high, of all that is far off and lonely and stuck in the deepest dark of space.
Silent Sky is about a female astronomer from the early 1900s named Henrietta Leavitt. She was a real person. The play is based on her story, and I play Peter Shaw, who was not a real person, but I sort of play a representation of men at the time.
Point me to the telescope and I'll be fine.
Telescope.
Is that it, the Great Refractor?
Yes, but
One of the largest in the world.
I am very aware, quite a point of pride for us, but this is the workroom for you girls to work.
There's so much about this play that I couldn't wait to get started on. The very personal story right next to an historical time around astronomy and the science discoveries of the turn of the last century. I think it just creates for a really engaging, beautiful story. What they had to give up, though, I think the audience will completely relate to. It's the same sort of questions we ask ourselves now.
45.
Henrietta, it's...
What?
Henrietta!
Yes, what?
I have a son.
Oh. Oh, Margie.
His name is Michael.
You have a son.
You should meet him.
I should. I will. How did this happen already?
My scenes with Henrietta, my sister, are definitely my favorites because I feel like they're very intimate moments. They're very relatable to sisters, even though this was the early 1900s and we don't really know how these dynamics were. I feel like the sister dynamic is timeless. We go from fighting and then in the same scene we are making up and we're moving on and forgiving each other, and I just love those moments.
Mr. Shaw, there is an inverse relationship between time lost on your rounds and the life of my overqualified staff, anyone whom you may speak to after work. So come in or stay out, but you must have reason to be here or cease coming around.
Henrietta Leavitt's story is, it's just one case of times in history where women were not recognized for the work that they do, and that is so important.
I just hope that the audience is able to take away an interest in women in history and what they had to go through and how much harder they had to work than the men.
My goodness, it's a whole other world up there.
Once the audience is in the room with us, it's just a whole different energy, and I just can't wait for them to share the experience with us.
I really think people will be shocked and impressed by the work that we're doing.